Hello everybody and welcome to Sunday Q&A part 2. Still Monday, still haven't got a job. Don't think I'm going to be running today. I don't know, I've quoted on the same job 4 times now, which is Luton to Birmingham. It's 74 miles. I quoted him just short of 200 quid. They don't seem to want to know, so no, I don't think it's going to be my turn today. I spoke to my mate about tomorrow's removal. He hasn't got the keys. It's one of the key exchange jobs, so we're going to load up and then wait. So I think that's me done tomorrow, which will be fine. It gives me all day tomorrow to search the exchange. We'll start again on Wednesday. I've got the rest of the year. I'm not worried. Right, miscellaneous. Mark, by the way, I put jumper on, it's cold. Mark Perkin on Courier Expert, because I said about anyone running on Courier Expert, he runs on Courier Expert in a car. He says, when you bid on a job, do you go under the customer's quote or do you go higher? When I bid on a job, I bid what I'm prepared to do the job for on the exchange. I always say, when people go backload or pays the right money for the same day, I always say ignore all that. You charge them the money that you're happy to do the job for. They might not want to pay it, but if you're the only person that can do it, they're going to have to take it. And if you go, oh, it's a bit like, well, I would normally charge £60 for the job, and the guy turns around and says, well, I only want to pay 30. And you go, I'll do it for 30 then. No. You quote people the money that you are happy doing a job for. Another thing that used to frustrate with the markets, and it kind of happens with a few shippers I know, is that you can guarantee they're going to ring you up and they go, can you do it for a little bit less? So you've got 2 options with that one. Either you turn around and go, no. We've got 3 options. Either go no or go, okay then, as I have done with my friend before. I've gone, he asked me for a tenner off and I went, I am not going to kick you for a tenner. I said, you're a nightmare, Hugo. It's like dealing with someone on the market. I thought I'd go for a discount. Or you find that these people, because you know they're always going to kick you for tenner, just put the bid in for tenner more. And then you get the job for the price. That's what we used to do on some of the places we go to. You go, I know everyone's going to want discount, so we'll just put the prices up 10%. And then they'll all ask me for 10% off and I'll give them it and they'll just pay the same price they're supposed to pay anyway. That's kind of how it works with discount. Yorksman's daily grind on van security. Fortunately, the vans were okay over the period. I went up and checked them yesterday. They were fine. He said, you're right to leave little diesel in as possible. Leave the cap off or they might bust the tank. The problem with mine is I had a locking petrol cap that you couldn't leave the cap off unless you left the key in, which you could have taken the key off the key ring and left the key in. As it is, someone busted the petrol cap, so it now just goes on and off. Or I found that if you only put it on a little bit, it doesn't quite lock, so that's all right. And he says, on driving hours, he said, it used to be 9 hours a day, 5 days a week, but it's easier on the skips. He used to drive for 5 hours a day. Yeah, you want to keep it simple. I will get around to doing when I'm driving hours. I keep promising it, but I've still got to get my head around it. So, and jumping in and out of the back. He says, because, I jump in and out of the back of the lorry and it's quite high up now. Matthew Smith says, get a small alley ladder and cut it down to about 4 rungs. And Gary McConaughey says, you've only got 2 knees. He always went up using the straps and the run bars. And he said, keep the videos going, have a good Christmas. Hope you had a good Christmas too. That's fine. Getting in and out the side is fine because I've actually put 2 anchor points at the top of the bulkhead with like a bit of rope so I can pull myself up and use the run bars. The problem is when you're getting in through the back doors. And I can't put a ladder down. A lot of them have got these pull-out ladders that go down, but because of the tuck under tail lift, there isn't anywhere for the ladder to go. And then you could put a small ladder by the back doors. But if I do that, then it's just going to be in the way all the time. So I've just got to be careful. And the thing is, I said about you only got 2 knees, but I kind of figure it's one of those use it or you lose it type arguments. And I kind of think, well, as long as I can jump in and out, I'm going to try and jump in and out. Because the second I stop doing it, 6 months later, I realise I can't do it anymore. So I don't know, but I thank you very much for your concern. I'm sure you're all right, but I have to find my own way on that one, I guess. Mark Churchill says he's one of the new guys. He says you're priceless. Thank you very much, Mark. It's very kind of you to say so. We're going back to the driving time. Super Beefman said, if you take a 3-hour break between 2 15-hour shifts, my understanding is you still need 9 hours rest. Yeah, you do. You can only have 9. I'm going to have to there is a way of extending. I think there is a way of extending your 15-hour days because my mate, superhero, transport manager, Daniel, He said we used to do it all the time on the trailers, but I don't know what it is. And it's not my, when I do, I might do one on driving hours, but just do the Janet and John one, the way I do it. And then we might do an advanced one further on, like, so, but might do it today. Looks like I've got a bit of time on my hands, doesn't it? Lee Allen, he says he's back in hospital. Yeah, bless him. They're turning him into the city. What they got? He says he's got. Still can't get me around this. He says has got. He says he's got the blood out of his eye viz. It looks brand new, mate. They turn him into $6 million man. They're giving him metal this and metal that. We can rebuild him. He will be faster, stronger, mate. I hope you're back on the lorry soon. Harper Valentine says getting stains out of the high vis and stuff like that. It strikes me bicarbonate of soda and lemon juice. You scrub them and then you put them in a wash and you wash them again. I was going to do this over the Christmas period. I haven't done any of this. I've watched a lot of films. I've seen all watch Star Wars for some reason. I don't know why. I've seen it all before. And also the Anna says he uses the Amazon Relay app to view jobs. I want to look into that because I've got the Amazon Relay app, but I can't see jobs on it. So I'm going to have to talk to Anne about that one, see what's going on there. Anyone knows about this? Like you can see jobs on the CX app. I can't see them on the Amazon app. We can only see them on a computer. Use the Amazon app to work out where we're going, but can't see jobs out of them. Gertheim Jort says, thank you for answering my question. My pleasure, my friend, no problem. TG Weege says he uses the SDCN. Yeah, I think that's the other courier network thing that people are asking about. He said he left because there's not much work. He says it's cheap as chips, but there's not much work on it. I kind of get this. We've done a few that are cheaper than the exchange. We did one returnloads.net. I think we're stuck with it for a year. It's cost us £50 a month. I don't think we've got one job off it yet. The thing about the exchange is it's not the cheapest. But for live jobs in the area and for just the amount of jobs, I would say pro rata it's very good value for money. I mean, I know I always sound like I'm harping it up all the time, but that's only because I use it. I've tried the others. If the others were great, trust me, I'll tell you. And if anyone knows one out there that's great, please let me know. It would come in handy because I'd love to jump on it. But it strikes me for getting work and for getting return jobs, the exchange is still the best one out there. Matt Nolan, is there any work for flatbeds, drop size tippers? There is. There's not that much. But what you'll find, it's like the fridge jobs. There's not that many jobs on there. You might get... there's one on there, it's for a flatbed. It's been on there for days. It's coming out tomorrow. There's not that many jobs for them, but if you do get that job, you can charge more money. If you've got to mount him off it, you'll get more money. If you've got a fridge, you'll get more money. But there aren't that many jobs for them. Still worth having, I think. But Adrian Berto says, any work for fridge fans? See above answer. Christopher Zerblis says, betting vans and insurance. Oh, he's getting his van and insurance in the new year. Are you still recruiting? Christopher, no, not anymore, my friend. We tried that one, the subcontracting thing. There's just not enough money in it. I will do a video on why. It didn't work out for us. We got lorries now. We're just doing the lorries now. We have got the Luton back house, Luton, and I think we're going to get that converted to Curtainside and put someone in running that. But no, we tried the subcontracting thing. It was a huge headache. Damaged our feedback, and there just wasn't enough money in it. So we've decided to we wound that up at Christmas. But sorry, my friend. I'm sure you'll do fine on your own. Sakir Singh, I probably pronounced that wrong, sorry mate. He wanted to join, he's told them about me. If you want to join, tell them about me by all means. I won't get anything out of it. Tell them, I've seen these videos. He said that you can just say, apparently, if you're offering a free month or something like that, ask them. They might say yes or no. If they turn around and say, we'll give it, we give the free month, they don't. So get what you can. If you say, I've seen the videos, what kind of discount you're offering? If you get one, good luck to you. Domain names. He said about 6'6" restrictions. He said you'll get through a 6'6" restriction in like a Sprinter or a long wheelbase. You can get through them in Lutons. A lot of 6'6" restrictions are even 7. I've found 6'6" width restrictions which are wider than 7 foot width restrictions. Now, a lot of the time, sometimes they've gone through with someone in a daft van and they've banged the posts out, so it's actually wider. All I would say, as I hit one in Watford, the same one twice. Because the first time I went through, I thought it was my fault. The second time I went through, I thought, no, this bloody thing is smaller than 6'6". I had half of mine to get out and measure it. So I could actually get hold of the Watford Council and say, you owe me for the damage to my van. But I thought, what's the point? Just go very, very slowly. And watch your mirrors all the time. Mirrors don't lie. If they say you're going to miss it by a millimetre, you're going to miss it by a millimetre. If they say you're going to hit it by a millimetre, you're going to hit it. So just be careful. You know, that's one of the best things that someone told me I was talking about. He said, trust your mirrors. They don't tell lies. He says, have agency drivers had much work this year, and does the CX pay in Bitcoin? I don't know. I don't think it pays in Bitcoin. I'm pretty sure it doesn't pay in Bitcoin. That's something I don't understand. Have agency drivers had much work this year? Don't know. If you're an agency driver, please let me know. There we go. We'll get back to you on that one. He says, with curtains, you can keep the curtains open as long as you communicate with the driver. I don't understand that. Been a while since I wrote these down. Dan Fletcher. A video, can you do a video on van reliability and breakdowns? Will do, my friend, as best I can, you know. Daniel Dawson says he's thinking about joining. What about Luton vans into France? Right, I'll do you a video on that one. The thing is, there are jobs going abroad. The difficulty that you're going to face is a lot of them sell to foreign nationals who are going home. So, for example, if you've got a job going from Luton to Germany, and someone else is going back to maybe, I don't know, Poland or Austria or something like that, they might go, I'm going that way anyway. I'll pick it up and drop it off. So you don't get the money that you think you would for going international. And that you've got, unless if you're going to go international, you want to stick to northern France or Germany, because that's where a lot of jobs coming back from. Once you go into mainland Spain or France, again, I always say stick to industrial areas, stick to places where there are things. If you go into rural countryside, you ain't going to find a lot of jobs. You can't find them in Norwich. What chance have you got in the middle of France? So, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. I think the best thing to do is kind of stay within the area in country if you want to maximise your income. That's what I would say. We got a few other, or if you're going abroad, just quote serious money. If they want it, they'll take it. Eva Belvoir says, does anyone know what happened to Goldmember? I meant to say at the beginning, yeah. Does anyone know what happened to Goldmember? Is he still about there? Are you still watching? Please give us a thumbs up. I haven't seen the videos for a while, so but I hope you're out there and I hope you're well, mate. And Stardust says, on lease or buy. He said he always bought vans. He said, cost a fortune. His last van was 30k and he's not VAT registered. I'd look into that. That's like £6,000 there. You don't even have to be VAT, you could go on the flat rate and still get your money back on that one. So, yeah, I'd look into that if I was you, mate. I would get VAT registered. Alvin Miranda says, on Road Warrior, can you use this app for 100 stops? You can use it for, yes, you can, but there is a better one out there. We're trying it. We've been trying it. I'm still talking to them. I've done a video. I've done another video. I might record it again. It's called Circuit. It's very good. Very user-friendly. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're looking after me, these firms, but that's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because it's really, really good, but we'll come on to that a lot, I think, on the new year. Finally, in conclusion, Jason Burke says, cheers for the answers. Merry Christmas to the family. My hero, Jason Burke. I hope this is your year, my friend. It looks like it might be going your way now. MP Delivery said, nice video, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, sir. Mr. 1992 Legend says, thanks for the shout out. By the way, this is a geezer I saw in Slough at like 2 o'clock in the morning on Monday. He said, by the way, you owe me feedback. Yeah, I don't get involved in that one. That's yeah. So I went on the shortest job. This made me smile. I meant to do this one on the shortest job, but I missed it. Tim Ward says he turned up at the collection point, and it turned out to be a parcel. He had to take a parcel from reception to outside the gates. What it was the place was shutting at 5:30, and their driver had to take it internationally, but wasn't going to get to the pickup point before 5:30. So he basically had to pick a parcel up from reception, walk out the gate, and wait for their driver to hand it over. He says, this is what made me smile. He turned around and he says, I've worked out the maths on it. The distance he travelled, it worked out at £4,500 a mile. Now, if only we could run like that on distance. Wouldn't that be good? Oh, and finally, Ian Merrick, he says his favourite one was Battlezone. Apparently Battlezone was, it's out on VR now. I can't get on with VR. You have to put this stuff on your head all the time to be able to see. I'm going to have to get used to these. Unfortunately, I don't need them for driving. Anyway, hope you're well. Sorry I missed out on the Sunday Q&A. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Take care, take money.